Peace and blessings, beautiful souls. I am Jeannie Muhammad, your happiness coach. Thank you for being here with me this afternoon. I pray that something that I say will just take you a little bit farther on your journey, this journey called life. What I want to speak about today is truth. I was listening to the Coach's Corner this morning. The Coach's Corner is broadcast live on Facebook and LinkedIn at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I encourage you to listen to this program because it is chock full of golden nuggets that will help you on your journey as a coach, a business owner, a wife, a mother, a father. It's just good advice. This morning, something was said by the hosts on the show were Sean Hill and Tommy Durrell. They are two magnificent people that have really been valuable in helping me on my journey. So I have to take my hat off to them for what they are accomplishing. But this morning on their show, they were talking about truth, and it struck me as something that was really important to emphasize because truth is such a basic principle for us to base our lives on and base our businesses on as business on as human beings on this earth. If we're striving to be better as people and better as business owners, better as coaches, better as wives and husbands, better as children, friends, when it's based on truth, then that's a solid foundation. And I thought about going into 2022 and I was reflecting on what would be such a thing going into 2022 that can be reflected on that will help all of us grow. And what I am saying is not just meant for you, it's meant for me also. One thing that I have learned is when I'm speaking, that I am my biggest audience because whatever I say should be something that I can use myself or am using myself. So when I speak to you, I'm not just saying, I may say you, but I try to say us or we because it's all about what we should do in order to be a better me and a better you. So let's talk about this subject, truth. And I looked and I will be referring to my notes as I speak with you because sometimes when I get excited about a subject, I have a tendency to leave things out, and I may still leave some things out because truth is such a heavy and deep subject. But I wanted to hit on some main points about truth. And let's define truth. According to this definition, truth is, in fact, a verified or indisputable fact. That's the definition of truth. And in the Bible, in 1 John 3:18, it says, quote, "Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth." So this word truth and it's throughout the Bible and it's throughout the Holy Quran talks about truth. And in the Holy Quran it says we hurl truth at falsehood and knock out the brain of falsehood. I'm paraphrasing this, but hurling truth at falsehood and knock out its brains. So, and when you knock out something's brain, that's that's it for whatever it is. So hurl truth at falsehood. Now let's look at this. Truth is sometimes hard to take. It's very hard for us sometimes to look at ourselves and do that self-examination and look in deep down into ourselves and tell ourselves the truth about who we are and what we need to do to be better. Sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow. And we lie to ourselves. And this is what they were emphasizing, Sean Hill and Tommy Durrell on the Coach's Corner, that sometimes we lie to ourselves. We tell ourselves lies about ourselves. And in doing that, we negate the progress that we can make as individuals because we're not being honest with ourselves about who we are and what we are. So, going into 2022, instead of us making resolutions that we break at the drop of a hat, let's reflect on taking truth with us into 2022 in order to make us better at whatever we do, whatever if it's in business, if it's in our personal lives. Let's take truth into 2020 with us to make us better. I look at it like this. When I say truth is a bitter pill to swallow, when I was a child, my mother would give us what's called quinine. And I don't know if you know what quinine is, but it is a great thing to boost your immune system so that you don't, get sick, catch colds and things like that. So wintertime, my mother would give us quinine, and it is bitter, but it was good for us. It was good for us. It kept us from getting sick. And so that's the same way with truth. It's bitter and it may go down bitter, but it is good for us. Now my mother would, after she would give us the quinine, she would give us a little sugar, to counteract the bitterness, to make it a little bit easier to stomach. And so sometimes that's the way it is with the truth. You have to kind of give it to someone in a gentle way so that it does not slap them upside the head so hard that it would knock out their brains, but at the same time make an impression on what is being said. So that's what I wanted to really emphasize, that in our going into 2022, let's be able to look at the truth that is given to us, no matter where it comes from, who speaks it. If it's the truth, let's look at it and examine it and see if it applies to us. And if it applies to us, let us be unemotional about it so that we don't get all up in our feelings and reject it because we become defensive about it and reject it out of hand because we're emotional about it. But let's rise above our emotions. Let's come out of that emotional state and be able to look at the truth, whether it's a truth we realize within ourselves or it's a truth that is given to us by someone else. Let's rise above our emotions and look at it and examine it and see if it applies to us. And if it applies to us, let's be able to take it and see what we need to do in order to change. We can apply it to ourselves and see what we need to do in order to change so that we can become better. See, once we become better at whatever we do, we are going to affect those around us in a positive way. And see, and that's what truth operates on a very high vibrational level. And that's where we should be in 2022, striving to be on a high vibrational level. We don't want to be down low, living a negative life and attract negativity and don't understand why we're not living an abundant life. If we are to attract abundance in our lives, and that doesn't mean just necessarily money, but abundance as far as the love in our lives, the people that we have around us, the beautiful people, the beautiful, positive people that we have around us, abundance of happiness, and abundance of joy, and abundance of peace. If we are to attract those things into our lives in 2022, let's put the basis of it based on truth, the truth of where we are, the truth of where we should be going, and what we need to get there. And let's surround ourselves with positivity, not lying to ourselves and not lying to others. Let's tell ourselves the truth so that we can start learning to love ourselves more, love others more, and have a more harmonious existence. Harmony, being in harmony with the universe, being in harmony with the Creator. That's what I wanted to impart today. And I pray that something that I have said will help us to go into 2022 in a better frame of mind, a more positive frame of mind, knowing that it's up to us. If it is to be, it's up to me. And it starts with a better me, a better you. Thank you for listening. I am Jeannie Muhammad, your happiness coach. And until we meet again, I pray that you will stay safe, and may 2022 bring you all the peace, joy, and happiness into your life that you deserve. It starts with you, and you deserve that. Thank you. Peace and blessings.